Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Severe storms swept across Greece yesterday, leaving 2 people dead and causing widespread destruction. In southern Athens, a 56-year-old woman died in Upper Glyfada after being struck by a car that lost control in floodwaters. Earlier, a 53-year-old Coast Guard officer was killed at the port of Astros while attempting to secure a vessel during violent sea conditions. The storm flooded streets, swept away vehicles, and forced school closures in multiple regions. Fire services handled more than 450 emergency calls in the Athens area alone, mainly for water pumping, rescues, and fallen trees. Public transport was disrupted, ferry routes were suspended, and a passenger train north of Athens was mobilized. Power outages were reported in several areas. According to the National Meteorological Service, weather conditions are easing, but heavy rain, thunderstorms, and strong winds are expected to continue in parts of the country today. Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis will not attend this year's World Economic Forum in Davos after all. Disruptions at the Elefsina airport initially delayed the Prime Minister's departure yesterday. Today, officials determined the journey to Davos was impractical given the long trip and the reduced program. Instead, Mitsotakis will travel to Brussels in the afternoon to take part in an informal European Council meeting, including a working dinner with EU leaders. The meeting, set for 8 p.m. local time, will focus on key EU policy issues. Government sources said that unofficially the Prime Minister is prioritizing discussions with European partners over potential scheduling conflicts with US President Donald Trump. Greece's position regarding Trump's proposed Peace Council is under review in consultation with EU partners, ensuring alignment with UN Security Council Resolution 2803. Earlier today, Mitsotakis chaired a domestic meeting at the Maximus Mansion addressing biosecurity measures and strategies to manage a recent outbreak of animal disease. A Greek court has ordered the pre-trial detention of the 44-year-old man accused of killing a 50-year-old community leader last week, rejecting his claim of self-defense. The decision followed a lengthy hearing during which the judicial authorities found the suspect's account of the fatal shooting unconvincing. The killing occurred on Saturday morning in a rural village in the Makrinia area of the Etelokarnania region. The suspect told investigators he acted out of fear, claiming the victim had threatened him in the past and pointed a shotgun at him shortly before the shooting. He said he panicked and believed his life was immediate danger. However, preliminary forensic findings contradicted that version. The medical examiner reported that the victim was shot 3 times from behind, with pellets striking his head and back of the rear left side of his vehicle. Greek police have exposed a large-scale scam involving manipulated fuel pumps at gas stations, arresting 13 people accused of systematically defrauding consumers. The operation took place on January 20th and was led by the Organized Crime Unit with the support of tax and customs authorities. Officers carried out coordinated raids at 20 gas stations, 9 private residencies, and company offices across multiple regions. Investigators say the group installed illegal software that altered fuel pump measurements and bypassed monitoring systems. As a result, customers received less fuel than recorded at the pump, typically about 10% less per transaction. Police identified a suspected ringleader linked to the management of 20 fuel station companies. Authorities say the software had been in use since at least 2021 and was designed to evade detection. Those arrested face charges including participation in a criminal organization, fraud, tax violations, money laundering, and other offenses. 5 additional suspects are being sought. Authorities estimate consumer losses exceed 25 million euros. Greece's Foreign Minister Giorgos Gerapetritis outlined Athens' positions on key foreign policy issues, emphasizing international law, European unity, and continued diplomatic dialogue. On Greenland, Gerapetritis highlighted Greece's strategic ties with the United States, but stressed that any threat to the sovereignty of an EU member state would prompt a united European response. He called for dialogue to prevail and reaffirmed Greece's alignment with international law. On the proposed Peace Council linked to the United States, Gerapetritis said Greece and nearly all EU members except Hungary have expressed serious reservations. He noted that the proposal does not align with the UN Security Council resolution on Gaza, and consultations indicate the EU is largely reluctant to participate at this stage. Regarding relations with Turkey, he confirmed a high-level bilateral cooperation meeting is planned in February, underscoring the importance of direct dialogue. He dismissed speculation of US involvement and said maritime boundaries remain a key issue. These were the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Thank you for watching.